All right, we've got some absolutely beautiful news about Bigfoot, our best buddy. The FBI just released the official file. All right, so if you're in your X Files rewatch or first time watch, as I am right now, we can tell with absolute definitive certainty how correct those Sasquatch episodes were. This is from Popular Mechanics. I don't know how much Popular Mechanics, which seems to me to be a very science-based publication, would be my guess, how much they cover Bigfoot normally. Now, obviously, this very famous piece of footage right here, this is fake. This is well known to be fake. We actually know the guy's name. I don't know. I can't tell you off the top of my head because I'm not a Bigfoot guy, but we know the person that rented this gorilla suit. We know where this picture was taken. Someone has basically gone out and redone this exact picture with, like, I think this exact camera. And yeah, they had an absolute 100% perfect matchup. It looked exactly like this. This is a guy in a gorilla suit. Literally. Like, we know the place this person rented this suit from. We know this guy's name. We know exactly how tall they are. This was case proven 100% bullshit fake. So I'm extremely curious what the FBI file on Bigfoot has to say. The FBI vault is a fascinating corner of the internet and a fantastic waste of time. The Bureau's Freedom of Information Act, FOIA, library houses thousands of previously sealed or long buried files on very famous and very dead celebrities, criminals, politicians, and other persons of interest, and they're all on display for free public perusal. Obviously, not all of them, because old Epstein, even though they voted to release the Epstein files, I'm not sure if you're aware of this. Let me know in the comments before or after you like, comment, and subscribe, and blah, 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 blah. The Epstein files that they voted to release are basically the unclassified files that also do not have anything to do with any currently being investigated persons of interest or current investigations. So they're going to be massively redacted. Essentially, the new stuff we'll be getting will probably be stuff like that. Larry Summers, the guy from Harvard who had text messages or was buddies with him, and then like the Democrat from the Virgin Islands, the representative who was getting coached during a committee meeting or testimony in front of Congress, was being again coached by Jeffrey Epstein at the time. After, I will mention, he had already been convicted of crimes. That's why he was in the Virgin Islands, was because he had been convicted of those crimes. So now the FBI usually doesn't make such documents public until after the person dies, which makes one such release from the vault 22 glorious pages concerning a creature called Bigfoot, particularly notable for two reasons. It appears to be confirmation that A, Bigfoot is dead, and B, Bigfoot was real. Because, obviously, look, you're not going to release a file from this vault unless the person or party is dead. And if they're dead, then they had to have existed, because you can't, someone can't be dead if they never existed. You have to be born to die. It's kind of a interesting, Shanshu prophecy type thing where, life and death are one thing. The mythical creature known as Bigfoot, I don't think he's mythical. I think the Sasquatch is mythical. I think Bigfoot is folklore. Yowie, skunk ape, or Yayali, skunk ape, terrible name, has a long, murky history. People swear they've been seeing him for centuries, usually in the woods of North America, and often in the Pacific Northwest. And the part hairy ape, part hairy human, part hairy bear thing, the man-bear pig, has inspired such fervor among his fanatics that the fiercest devotees have even gotten the government involved in their pursuit of the truth. Bigfoot's official file, which we gleefully examined in full like the proud investigative journalists we are, and you and I are now participating in investigative journalism as well, mostly follows the correspondence between the Bigfoot Information Center and Expedition, BIC, why not BICE, in the Dallas, Oregon, and FBI Scientific and Technical Services Division from 1976 to 1977. That's it? 1 year? Will you kindly, to set the record straight once and for all, inform us if the FBI has examined hair which might be that of a Bigfoot? When this took place, if it did take place, what the results of the analysis were. Please understand that our research here is serious, very serious. That this is a serious question that needs answering, and that an examination of hair, or the opposite, by the FBI does not in any way, as far as we're concerned, suggest that the FBI is associated with our project, or confirms in any way the possibility of the existence of the creature or creatures known as Bigfoot. Now, this is this is not how they're spelling it. Am I crazy? Did I not see Bigfoot was, like big? No, maybe I did. Okay, I was wrong. I thought it was like BIG space capital F. Which makes more sense. In 1976, BIC Director Peter Byrne requested the FBI test a strange hair sample. We do not often come across hair which we are able to identify, and the hair that we have now, about 15 hairs attached to a tiny piece of skin, is the first that we have obtained in 6 years, which we feel may be of importance. In a letter back to Byrne, the FBI admitted its lab primarily conducts exams for law enforcement agencies in connection with criminal investigations, but eventually agreed to inspect the hairs after several newspapers, including the New York Times and Washington Star News, brought light to Bigfoot's existence. New York Times trading in absolute poppycock for 50 years at least now, apparently. The New York Times, Bigfoot. I thought the New York Times did not travel in such slanderous propaganda, in such salacious yellow journalism. But Bigfoot, okay, yeah, sure, yeah, we're good with that. Eventually, after several months of follow-ups, which are documented in the file, the FBI delivered the results of the test to both Byrne and the organization that supported his research, the Academy of Applied Science. Sadly, Bigfoot was a bust. It was concluded as a result of these examinations that the hairs are of deer family origin, the FBI wrote, crushing the dreams of Bigfoot believers everywhere. While this is a disappointing revelation, by no means is the case closed. For all we know, the FBI could have Bigfoot documents it isn't showing us, and this is all just a clever ploy to throw us off a scent. In the meantime, we'll keep searching and hold out hope that the FBI finally releases the Loch Ness Monster's file to keep us occupied until then. Is Loch Ness, the Loch Ness Monster, is this the creature that is supposed to be in Loch Ness? Lake Ness? In Scotland? Why would the FBI have any jurisdiction over the Loch Ness Monster? That would be the CIA. The CIA would have the Loch Ness file. Obviously. Of course. The FBI, I don't know who is writing articles for Popular Mechanics. Popular Mechanics, I think you need to hire me as an editor. Okay? Clearly this person does not know who would be holding the Loch Ness Monster's file. Okay? Obviously, it would be the CIA. The CIA has that file. All right. And the Loch Ness Monster obviously does exist. Bigfoot is a scam. But the Loch Ness Monster is real. And it's an alien from the galaxy of Alpha Centauri. All right. Or actually, it could also be a transdimensional entity from the Pokemon universe, Lapras. It was a one-off. There was actually a mutant that basically does not have the telomere action that induces aging. So it's been around for, like 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 years, just growing bigger and bigger and bigger. Because obviously the Pokemon Lapras is not as big as Nessie is. So this is like a mutant Lapras from the Pokemon universe. Okay, so let me know what you think down in the comments. Like and subscribe for more delightful Popular Mechanics. I literally can't believe that Popular Mechanics is actually publishing this. Yeah, can't believe it. Literally crazy. Farewell for now.